Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Thursday night speedrunning here on the Nick RP stream. I promise today is going to go better than Tuesday. Tuesday was a bit of a train wreck. We are ready to do some Metal Gear Solid 2. We're going to get that PB that we've been chasing so desperately. Let's do this. Here we go! Look at that time. I wish I could go live and do the intro and hit the button that exact time every time. That would be just perfect, wouldn't it? Hello, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday night. No, we don't want to repeat a Tuesday night. We absolutely do not want a repeat of Tuesday night speedrunning. This is Thursday night speedrunning here on the Nick RP stream. I mean, there's not much difference apart from the day. It's still the same sort of speedruns. That is going to change. It's going to change in the new year. One day is going to be dedicated to Metal Gear. One day is going to be dedicated to other stuff. What other stuff? Don't know yet. We're still working on that. I'm playing a couple of games on... I've been playing a couple of games on my Vita recently. My Vita tends to be the way that I play games casually these days because I have a 45-minute commute to and from work, and the Vita is perfect for that. I can pick it up and play whenever I want. If I'm sat at home, and I've got a spare 10 minutes, it's easier than getting on my computer. I'm just about to finish Splinter Cell Essentials again, which is the PSP exclusive Splinter Cell game. The only Splinter Cell that was released for PSP and Vita. The Vita never got its own Splinter Cell game. Only the PSP did. It wasn't particularly well received, but it plays really well on the Vita because there is a patch to use both analog sticks. And once you've got both analog sticks, it's great. There are so many PSP games that play so well on Vita because they've had dual analog stick patches, and it's why they released the PSP with only one analog stick, I'll never know. I'll never understand. But it plays really well. I've finished the campaign. There's 3 bonus missions. I'm in the middle of the last bonus mission. I mean, the bonus missions are all missions from previous games. In fact, a lot of the levels in Essentials are from previous games. I couldn't tell you exactly which one's from which because I don't remember that well. There are some new levels. I think the very last level is brand new. The game is supposed to kind of bridge the gap between Splinter Cell Double Agent and Splinter Cell Conviction. It uses a similar engine to the version 1 version of Double Agent, because there were 2 different games. Double Agent, there were 2 different versions of the game. There was the version that came on PS2, Xbox, and GameCube, and then there was a different version, a completely remade version of the game on PS3 and Xbox 360. I think the first version, the version for PS2 and GameCube, is better. It's been a very, very long time since I played them. But yeah, Essentials kind of bridges the gap between that and Conviction, and it's a sort of a bit of a rehash story. But yeah, it's been fun playing through it again. I don't think I'd speedrun it without a guide. I think the only way I'd be able to speedrun it is if I was already a decent Splinter Cell speedrunner, and then sort of looking at it and going, right, well, these levels I already know how to do because they're in other games. Now we just need to improve them. But it has made me question whether I do actually want to speedrun Splinter Cell. I know I talked about it before, but it's a tough one. We'll have a look at it. On the flip side, last night I also installed and started playing Boktai. I've been meaning to play Boktai and Boktai 2 for a very, very long time. They are a Game Boy Advance and eventually Nintendo DS series made by Hideo Kojima, or at least produced by Hideo Kojima. They are very, very unique games. They're kind of seen as a crossover between Metal Gear and Castlevania. It's like Metal Gear set in the Castlevania universe, because it's all about vampires. but it sort of retains some of that stealth gameplay. I've only played the opening level, so I'm not too sure at the moment. But yeah, I can sort of see where it's sort of seen as a bit of a spiritual successor to Ghost Babel. But the unique part about it is the cartridges had a light sensor in them, and the idea is your gun that you use in the game is a sun gun, or the sun. I think it was just called sun gun. That doesn't sound right. Sun gun doesn't sound right, but I'm sure that's what it was called. Laser sun? No, I don't know. I'll remember next time I play it again. And it would only charge up if you played the game outside and got sunlight. Solar gun, that's better. Solar gun.
Shut up in there, will ya?
Evening Blues. Thank you. Yes, the solar gun in MGS4 is named after the solar gun. That is the term. Thank you, Cosmic. That was the term I was coming up with. Is named after the solar gun from Boktai. Boktai is also referenced in a couple of cards in the Metal Gear Acid series. So yeah, you have to go outside, play the game outside, so that the light sensor on the cartridge gets the sun. Alternatively, you could play indoors and use a black light. If you're actually playing, you're speedrunning on hardware, you are encouraged to use a black light. If you're using an emulator, some emulators had a built-in sensor override thing, but also there are patches of the game where you can just use some buttons on. I think you hold select and hit left and right to add or decrease the level of sun that you're getting. So yeah, I haven't really seen exactly how that mechanic works, especially yet, because I've just kept it at full charge and I can always use the solar gun. And speed running, you're allowed to do both. You can, if you're playing on hardware, you're encouraged to use a black light. If you're playing on software, you're encouraged to install the plugins, or encouraged to install the patches. Apparently, the emulator's own versions of them don't work very well, but it plays beautifully on the Vita. It took me a little bit of time to get onto it because it turns out MGBA isn't actually that good on Vita. RetroArch is the way to go. But MGBA seemed to work fine when I was playing Pokemon Green on there, when I was learning to speedrun Pokemon Green. So yeah, Boktai, I've only played the first level, but once I finished, I then went back and carried on with Splinter Cell Essentials. Once I finished with that, I'll then play through Boktai. Again, every new game that I'm playing there is always in the back of my mind, would I want to speedrun this? Just from the first level of Boktai, my answer's no, but you never know, as the game goes on, I might enjoy it a bit more. I downloaded Dark Sector because that's free on Steam at the moment. I remember playing a demo of Dark Sector, but I never played through it. So you have like a weird boomerang style weapon. Yeah, weird. I also bought on Fanatical the Oddworld collection because they were selling it for £1. I'm pretty sure, like, for retail it's 65 quid, and they were selling the entire collection for £1. Now I actually already owned everything in the collection bar one costume for New and Tasty, and also the Oddworld Soulstorm, the latest game in the series. I didn't own that, so I bought it just for those, and everything else has gone into the vault. So if anyone wants an Oddworld game, I've got all of it except for one bit of costume and Soulstorm. I don't have that. But yes, those have all gone into the vault for future use. But I thought for a quid is worth it just for Soulstorm, because I've never played Soulstorm. I've not played most of them, but you know, I love Dave's Odyssey back in the day. I never finished New and Tasty. I got stuck with it. But yeah, those are all sort of things that are on the horizon, certainly for me, outside of streaming and speedrunning. But whether they make their way into my speedrunning, I don't know. We'll have to find out. In the meantime, how about we get started with this speedrun? So, Tuesday's stream was a little bit of a disaster. I had 2 runs which died horribly towards the end. In fact, I think they both died in pretty much the same place. They They both died in the ascending colon of Arsenal gear, because when I was taking all of the weird codec calls, I was stood too far south. And then when I was waiting for time to elapse from for the sword tutorial, I wasn't up against the door, and apparently you're supposed to be up against the door, which I never knew. I've always gone up against the door because that's what everyone does. But apparently you have to be up against the door. Well, I don't think you're supposed to. I'm sure I've seen people running around all over the place. But clearly something didn't work. Yeah, hopefully today's going to be different. And the thing is, both of those runs had the potential to be PBs. The second one in particular I'd lost a lot of time and I'd wasted some stuff, but I was still on course for like maybe a 5-second PB and then just completely lost it. I don't want a 5-second PB. I want something a little better than that. But we will have to see. We'll see in just a second. Alexa, turn off the light. Ah, she turned off all of them. Alexa, turn on the flood. Alexa, turn on the strip. There we go. My main light was still on, and I don't have it's just called light, and every time it never works. I need to change it to like, so the name of it is main or something. Anyway, let's get going. We'll start in 3, 2, 1.
Start.
There we go.
Liquid.
Hey, Deagle.
Snake, did you like my sunglasses? Oh, you'd point a weapon at your own brother?
Oh, I let go of the X button slightly too early there. Should be alright. Off we go. Off we pop. I've always wanted some way of incorporating the Amazon Echo, I won't say the other name, into the stream. Lumia Stream, which I now use exclusively for lights. I used to use Lumia Stream before I got into StreamerBot, and then I stopped because it was really pissing me off, and I wanted to switch to StreamerBot. And then I got the new lights, the strip lights that you see behind me, and I realized that in order to use those, I was going to need Lumia Stream again. There doesn't seem to be a built-in way of doing a lot of these things. Lumia Stream actually has integration with Alexa, but I could never find anything. It has, you have the option to connect, but I could never find anything that would actually, it wouldn't do anything. The lights go red because we are already in the red. Want this headshot here is very important. That did look like a headshot. Hopefully she'll come forwards. She never comes forwards anymore. That'll do. That's good. Good Olga fight. We're in the green. The lights go green. Can we get the drop? No drop. Bad times. Right, so let's make our way to the guard rush. Now, get your bets in, folks. What's it going to be? Am I going to get? Am I going to get? The Prozac skip first try. One thing I haven't looked at trying to do yet is automate channel reward betting. We used to do a lot of channel reward bets back when I had moderators. I do still have some moderators, but they're never here. So it kind of died a little bit. But it's really difficult to do betting and stuff when you've when you're speedrunning. First try anyway. All good. So yeah, I need to find some way of automating betting. The problem with automating betting is I've got no way to type out what I want. I'd have to use StreamerBot's voice recognition, and it's not very good.
You are ordered to continue manning your posts until that time.
I think what I'd have to do is I'd have to. There we go. I think what I'd have to do is just have a generic option A, option B, or yes, no, true, false. Just a generic one of those, and I just tell you what it is, and then you'd bet on it. Right, see how we do in. Unfortunately, I missed the guy at the back. This isn't going to be as fast as I would have hoped. Oh! Well, that wasn't great, was it? We're still in the green, but it could have been a lot better. Alright. Now for the moment where I could just completely mess it up. Yep, there we go. Oh, I moved down too early. That's a shame. I managed to correct that, and then completely break it. Bum bum bum.
We initiated development of Metal Gear Ray as a countermeasure to these pirated weapons forces. The only thing that can stand.
Whoops. Oh, I haven't got turbo on.
Another Metal Gear. With Ray, the hundreds, if not thousands of Metal Gear.
There you go. That's better. That's how it should be done. Eli might well indeed hit 400 this stream. Oh. That was a weird roll. Alright. The cure.
Snake, respond. Snake, snake.
Reset.
We're not getting. We will be in the green getting out of tanker. There's no point in doing this run if I'm not green coming out of tanker. Tank plants. Very easy. Radar type 1. 3, 2, 1.
Start. All right, let's look at.
I should change my name for April Fool's Day one day. Ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. Yeah, I didn't get shot this time. I keep getting to those stairs too late and then get shot. Alright, rat Olga. Ah! Well, we've got left side. So that's slight slowdown.
I've been with the unit since I was born. I grew up on the battlefield. Conflict and victory were my parents. The unit.
Nice. Nice headshot.
We've shared everything. All the bad and all the good.
That was good. For a left side, I was about as fast as I could probably make it. Oh, there he is. Look how big he is. He's so big. 387. Oh. I switched turbo off. That was never going to work. What was that? Snake actually did a roly-poly there. That wasn't an action roll. That really was more like a roly-poly. Huh. All right, we got the Prozac skip first try on the first attempt. Let's see it again. I should be able to. I know where I've been going wrong with it now. There we go. It's a combination of things. Combination of things. There is a slight after you start the throw, there's a slight pause before you start turning. And then it's also turning 180. You have to make sure you turn 180 degrees. If you don't turn 180 degrees, it doesn't work.
You are ordered to continue manning your posts until that time.
1, 2, 3. Oh! All right. Gonna get a back guard rush. I type so. Not my best. Just had to wait again. I really need to edit.
We initiated development of Metal Gear Ray as a countermeasure to these pirated weapons forces. The only thing that can stand up to a Metal Gear is, of course, another Metal Gear.
Got him. I actually shot. I didn't need to go all the way around him, but by that point,
If not thousands of Metal Gear exist all over the world.
good holds 1.
At the moment, every industrialized nation on the
Hold 2. Just keep it going.
from Metal Gear. Worse yet, so do a number of rogue states.
Lovely.
On deploying their own Metal Gear force to compete with the U.S.
Yeah, and I got the camera out already.
They are all working on deploying their
1,
own
2.
Metal Gear force to compete with the U.S.'s nuclear strike capability. The world is about to see
3,
a swarm
4.
of these Metal Gear derivatives.
Nice holds. I wouldn't be surprised if that's a green, if that's a gold split coming out of that. All 4 photos.
We, the Marines,
I got 2. Wow. By 2 seconds as well. Was not expecting. I was expecting a gold split, but 2 seconds. Well, I pulled 2 seconds out of my arse there. All right, a 10-second head start. Which is kind of crazy. When you think about this run and think about what I'm trying to achieve, it is, apart from 10 seconds, this all comes down to plan. Tanker is so meaningless in this endeavor, really. Right, next codec. Lots of preemptively holding the select button. The share button. More preemptively holding the share button. Zwing. Hide. What do you think this is? A stealth game? Go grab the M9 now. Just I prefer to. It gives you something to do at this point. All right, off we go. Let's go find Peter Stillman. Whoever that is. Some dude who knows about bombs. You could describe Fat Man in the same way. Fat Man is also just a dude who knows about bombs. Oh, excuse me. I said at the top of this video and in the description and an intro, I am not ill anymore. I have still got a cough. This cough I can't shift. Alex has got the same cough. Although I am very fortunate not to have a broken nose. I was holding Alex earlier and he just headbutted me right on the nose. Hurt like hell. Say, thankfully, he didn't break my nose, but I thought he might have done. Oh, missed that opportunity. It's a slight time loss. Only that's only very slight. If I'd answered the call straight away, it would have been barely any time loss. Do. All right, off we go. Ring, 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 ring. Yeah, 1.3 seconds behind best. That's what not cartwheeling into that door does for you. I'm actually not sure how you get a fast freeze on that one. There's a thing in the game called a fast freeze. You have to be stood in exactly the right spot. I'm not sure exactly how it works. But if you're stood in exactly the right spot, you'll freeze it faster. I don't actually know if you can get a fast freeze on that one. This one's the easiest. You just don't move from here. Fast freeze. Nice movement there. That was a nice roll as well. That was an okay roll. And try. One room where we really don't want to lose any time. Very easy room to lose time in, though. Oh. Start using the coolant rise trick. Cancel Raiden's standing up animation. Oh, didn't cancel it there, though. Yep, that's correct. Zwim. Really nice time save, that one. And head out to Strut, towards Strut F. I was about to say to Strut F, but no, we've got the FA connecting bridge first. Then we're going to have guard there to deal with. Strut F. Take that guy out. That was a nice roll. Bow! I love the way Raiden runs upstairs. And we've got a couple of codecs here. And we want to grab a Claymore. So we can do the Claymore trick in Shell 1B2. I love the Claymore trick because it's just a lovely little optimization. It's not a glitch. It's not. I wouldn't even call it an exploit. It's just an optimization. It's using the game's using the way the game plays and how the game handles alerts to your advantage. And it's really cool because you don't across the Metal Gear series you don't tend to do a lot with alerts. If you're on very easy difficulties, you tend to not care about alerts. And if you're on harder difficulties, you try and avoid them at all costs. So it's really cool that in MGS2 we have this one. It's only one room where getting an alert at the right time in the right way is really helpful. Shall we grab cardboard box 3? Right, we'll equip that box now, I think. Well, not that box. We equip box A. Box 1 now. We'll do ourselves a little hop up onto here. Grab sensor B. Avoid that guard who really can't see very well. We definitely just walked right into his line of sight. Spotted by that camera. We don't care. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, very easy. We just don't care about alerts at all. It's one of the things I really enjoyed about playing normal. Normal is the only other difficulty of... Come on, Raiden. Normal is the only other difficulty of MGS2 I've learnt. MGSR held a normal tournament. I organised a normal tournament for MGSR. I believe that's the last event MGSR ever held. Was the normal tournament for MGS2 that I organised. And yeah, normal's quite an interesting category. I'm only really doing very easy again because of the multiple games speedrun. It's obviously the fastest version to play. Oh, got another Eli. I actually don't like very easy that much. It's too easy. It's too easy. So it's so ridiculously well optimized because there's nothing left in the game. Back to Stray. And down we go. I think I'm going to really enjoy Metal Gear Solid 2 as a speedrun again when I finally learn European Extreme. I think that'll be where I really go, oh, okay, hey, look who it is. Hey, Heidi. How are you doing?
You came in handy as bait.
Yeah. Thanks, Steve. Oh, you're home. You can have that pizza in the microwave if you want. I just couldn't. It was my dinner, and I just couldn't finish it. You can have it. I'm nice like that. See, I do share. I'm nice like that. Sorry. I'm nice like that. Yay! Heidi won. You definitely deserve pizza then. Shoot the lights! Why didn't she shut the light? Where did I go wrong? What did I do wrong for her to not shoot the light? Oh, she shut that light. She's laughing. So I guess I'll move forwards. And she shot that. I didn't pay the electricity bill. Yeah, I don't quite understand why sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. We'll see what happens with the time. There's 11 seconds ahead coming into this, which is nice. And she shot the barrels pretty quickly. I think that's it. No. There we go. See you in a bit. Still in the green, but only just. 5 seconds. There's still plenty of time safe left in this run. We've still got Harrier to do yet. Yeah, that one. That's the weird one. When we sort of trigger the claymore but don't get hit by it. That's always the funky one. It's fine. Take that. As long as we don't get hit by a claymore, I don't care what happens. No one. Slapped. Hey, Hamoud. Welcome, buddy. Woo, spooky box! I love scaring guards with boxes. And inside. Let's go fight the fat man. Let's go fight the fat man. He is not called Fat Man because he is fat. He is called the Fat Man because he likes the bombs. It is just a coincidence that he is also fat. That was my song about Fat Man. Ooh, gold split. Didn't get the fast freeze on at the end there. No way. No way was that a gold split on Fat Man. What? Oh, something's gone wrong. Ah, something went wrong with my splits there. Something split early. That's... Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to split. It's not supposed to split on beating Fat Man. It splits on the end of Fat Man. I don't know. Something went wrong. My splits will correct themselves. We are not 35 seconds ahead. Oh. Okay. I'm not quite sure what happened there. I'm so glad Heidi gave me a heads up that she was home, because just in the middle of that fight, she just turned up in this room, and that would have scared the shit out of me if I'd not realised. So I'm going to head over to Shell 1 Core. Dwing, dwing. I did get rid of your can wall. I replaced it with a different wall. Yeah, it's a bit temperamental. Whoops. Forgot to get the AK out. I placed it with the Tetris. All right, here's the Claymore optimization that I was talking about. We roll down there. Do not roll that one, because you'll go too fast. Grab the D-mic. Oh, don't nudge that guard. Watch out for this guard as he comes past. Back inside. Beautiful. Love that room. Starting to see my time get lost. Hey, Rusi. Now it's nowhere near 10 PM, so we will not be having old beauties. Aims is where we can gain or lose a lot of time, though. And where he is. Aims, where are you? Oh, that's a bad Aims, isn't it? There he is. Oh, look at that. That's awful.
Your aims, aren't you?
Just awful Aims. 7.5 seconds. There's bad Aims. What is it, Big Joe? If you play on new game, if you play a brand new game, he is always in the same space. If you play on New Game Plus, he's randomized. If you load a previously completed save, he's randomized. You might think, in that case, where and it's in an okay spot. He's in a sort of medium spot on new game. You might think, well, in that case, why don't you just always play on new game and he's always in the same place? And anyone who knows this game will know that by playing on new game, you have to watch a 7-minute cutscene with Stillman about how to defuse bombs. So we don't do that. Whoops. The one exception is if you're going to run the game blindfolded. Hey, Juan. If you run the game blindfolded... Actually, I haven't seen the blindfolded world record. This is only going off my own experience learning this game blindfolded. But I found the best way of tackling the randomness of aims is to just play. Just play on new game, take the hit with the cutscene. You're doing a blindfolded run anyway. It's super slow. And then aims will always be in the same place. I have no idea if the world records for blindfolded actually does do that, or whether they figured out some way of knowing where aims is. Like, you probably could do something blindfolded where you route it so that you check everyone. But that'll take ages. Whoops, that was a bad roll. Either that, or you just have to like keep resetting until you get one where he's in an
Move forward.
Venom Snake, thank you very much for the follow. Right, let's not screw this up. I didn't screw it up. We've got to run. All right, let's concentrate on the Harrier fight. This is where we could make or break this. And very sadly, it is a big time loss. That was awful. Just awful. It's probably not going to be that far behind my PB, but the biggest time save of this run lost. Should be able to finish. Oh, I was about to say I should be able to finish before he comes up here, but still in the green. Yeah, I don't. My fortune went bad. I'm not sure. I'm still not sure. Oh, damn it! And I wasn't concentrating for save boss. There we go. That is probably back in the red. I'm still not sure what it is I'm doing wrong with fortune sometimes. Oh, nearly avoided that. I always do it. I just notice that when Raiden's doing that, he does this little head jerk. Oh, I held X for some strange reason there. Reset Raiden's move animation there. By having the alert here, it also means that we don't get the little cutscene with the dude who really needs to go to the toilet. Who's going to go in his pants? It's such a good line and we completely skip it. Oh, I'm going to go in my pants. Right, we now get the Master Collection exclusive trick.
We will not change the plan because of your
Alt tab out as this little bit starts because it's not a pre-rendered cutscene. It is an in-engine cutscene. By alt tabbing out, we can take control of Raiden and go straight over to the elevator during this scene. I'll be doing more than just this run.
Don't talk that way about one of your own.
It's in the green now, but the chances of this finishing in a PV is probably pretty slim. So that is the Master Collection exclusive trick. Only works on the Master Collection on PC. I think it works on PS5 as well if you push the PlayStation button. I think it works, but don't quote me on that. I don't know about the Xbox or the Switch. I'm sure I recall someone saying it works on PS5. Oh, fast elevator. And the big advantage of it is when we get back up here now, it's going to teleport us right back. Continue to playing out the cutscenes. We don't have the walk back. And then from where I'm stood, and go straight down onto the floor. Nikita out.
What are you doing?
The only disadvantage of it is we now have the elevator playing in the background. Gold split by half a second. Let's go. I think that was down to the fact that as soon as I got back out of the elevator, I skipped through the cutscenes nice and quickly. I shot the Nikita straight away. That's a decent time save. We're up to 20 seconds ahead now. Usually I try and move into position and I usually end up moving into the wrong position to fight. If you're too close to the stairs, then Raiden won't fire the Nikita. You have to be reasonably far back. So I figured, why don't I just go straight down on the floor where I am and do it from there? Only needs a slight movement to the left. With the aim. So that was pretty good. And yeah, nice little time save. Oh god, stop doing that, Nick. That's like 3 times I've done that today. Ping. Down to B1. And now the elevator noise fixes itself. Now we'll go for a nice long swim. Okay, were you riding? Nice long swim. Ryan's fine, he's got breath for days. Did anyone ever find out why in the HD collection? Because the Master Collection version of 2 and 3 is just the HD collection version. Why it says Metal Gear 2 Guns of the Patriots on the doors. It was a little slow because of skipping the cutscenes there, but the actual fight was good. There we go. Grab that AK bullet. Always feel like I never have enough AK. I never have enough AK ammo in this run. And that's a really quick and easy place to get some AK ammo. Right, we'll grab Emma. An opportunity to grab a drink. And go for another swim. Didn't quite come up out of the water that well there. Swing.
We've managed to avoid drowning.
Yeah, we did. Oh, I didn't grab that AK ammo. It's fine. Only need one. One's fine. You're not wrong. We did manage to avoid drowning. How did Quinton Flynn say that with a straight face? All right, off we go. Round 2. We've gone the right way this time, which is helpful. Whoa. $391. We're going to hit 400 today. 400 Eli bounces. I thought it was going to take so much longer to get to this sort of point. Out for the bugs. Give Emma a little squeeze. There's no Emma Zip in the Master Collection. You can't do Emma Zip in the Master Collection. You also can't do Emma Bump in the Master Collection. You couldn't do Emma Bump in the HD Collection. And this carries on over. You can do it, but if you do it, there's a very good chance the game crashes. For some reason. It seems to only be in the PS2 versions or in the PC versions of Substance. Where you can do it. That guy out. Sorry, dudes. You're dead. Oh. Come on, Emma. That's that one. You need to take out that one. You don't need to take out the other side. You don't need to take out the guard. As long as you're fast here. If you're too slow here, then yeah, you're going to run into some problems. That was a bit slow. We're okay. A little slow there. Pick up with them. Almost there. Oh, cool. 25 seconds ahead. That's nice. I get the feeling my PBI screwed up the coolant fire even worse. Ah! Alright, and into Twilight Sniping. We got a bit of a jam. and a bit of a break. So we take that out. Take that dude out. Take that out. Dude around this corner. Him out. There's another dude on the ledge, but Emma's a bit too close at the moment. There's a good chance that if I try and shoot him now, she'll fall over. So we just wait for Snake's call. There it is. The guy in the they pretty much the same time. You can shoot these down with the AK as well. Just make sure you don't use up all your AK ammo. I think I was about to say, I'm pretty sure there's one more cipher. And that should be it for now. Or is there one more, or is that it? No, that's it. That's it. We now get to just chill for 5 minutes. I think Kojima just really, really liked the design of the big shell, and that's why the mother base in both Peace Walker and in Phantom Pain look very similar to the big shell. So same sort of structural idea. Probably at least keep an eye on this. Or the next thing to do is to shoot a guard on there. Just looking over at Heidi's computer. She's playing TFT. I think she's playing Hyperroll. She's nodding her head. She's playing Hyperroll. She's also about to lose. She's shaking her head to that. Seems like she was right to shake her head. She's not lost. Oh, Christ. Whoops. Lack of concentration there. I thought it was a lot longer. That's going to cost me a little bit of time. I didn't even see him. Stop looking at Heidi's computer. Just lost you a bunch of time. That's probably, I reckon, less than 10 seconds. There is still some time save left in this run. This just barely misses PB. Now I'll make some other fuck up before the end of the run. Surely. I always do. I just wanted to shoot one bird. Oh, Heidi came fourth. That's a win. She says no, it's not, but it is. Top 4 out of 8 is a win in TFT. I haven't played that much of the new set of TFT yet. I'm getting there with it. I had a game today and I came second. Came second with some ambusher build. All right, Vamp 2 coming up very, very shortly. If I could save some time on Vamp 2. If you nudge slightly to the left before starting. Oh, I said 10 seconds. This is worse. That was worse as well. To reload. Yeah, you should, for optimization and just a slightly faster, is just nudge slightly to the left when the fight starts. "25-second lead. You can blow it in an instant. I was worried I was going to run out of ammo. Apparently I did by the end. I didn't shoot all the way. Oh, come on. Why didn't that destroy? Why did I told you there'd be somewhere to screw it up before the end. Why didn't that destroy? I shot it. And Raiden just like completely missed it.
You stink.
That's true. No, I had a shower today. I had a shower this afternoon. I bet I smell lovely. There we go. Why didn't he do that last time? Why am I now 18 seconds behind? Seconds behind. I went from 25 seconds ahead at reaching sniping to 30 seconds behind. Is this bit worth practicing, or is it worth just resetting?
It's been a while, hasn't it, Jack the Ripper?
We just reset and start the next run.
You know this fellow?
Oh.
You remember me, don't you? You've grown. High concentration of cerebral implants. Have they altered?
Yeah, I think so too. Well, I'll get back to a point where I actually have control. So rather than closing the game down and reopening it, we'll do an in-game reset, because otherwise live split live split does not like MGS2 closing.
Olga, you can't keep this up. They're bound to find you.
Listen, I'll free you in a little while. Brace yourself.
I'm assuming I can pause here. I cannot pause here. As if I alt tab here. Not a lot. No. You just, yeah. If you don't do anything, you just wait until you get the call from. Only thing if you wait for the call is it doesn't prompt you if you want to save it.
New follower.
Filiokus. Thank you very much for the follow.
Reset.
Two new followers already today. I am very slowly closing in on 1,200 followers. It always seemed like as soon as I got to 1,000 followers, it just went really slow. Like the amount of time it took me to get from like 500 to 1,000 was super quick, and then ever since it's just completely slowed right down. Very easy. I mean, I also do it like that. I just want to know. Because this is all preparation for me running 2 multiple Metal Gear runs on, it's a good opportunity to plug them. On Thursday, the 19th of December, I am running the Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Trilogy for really, really long-a-thon. And then on Saturday, the 21st of December, on my own channel in support of City of Sanctuary UK, see in the bottom right-hand corner, I am running all 5 games in the Master Collection back-to-back. The Master Collection Pentalogy. As such, when you're playing multiple games in a row, you want to play the fastest versions of each of them. And so that's why I'm playing on very easy. Outside of this, I probably wouldn't come back to very easy on MGS2. I'm kind of done with the category, as you can see, because I'm so good at it. Yeah, I don't really enjoy MGS2 very easy that much anymore because I've done it, and so many people have done it to death. Normal is the only other one that I've done. It is a very interesting run. It's the nice thing about every difficulty beyond very easy is that alerts actually have consequences. In very easy, if you get an alert and leave the room, your alert is wiped. You go back to normal. Any other difficulty, you get an alert and you leave the room, you then go into an evasion. You have to deal with it. So every room has multiple different things that you have to know. Because if you go in with one thing, it'll do one thing. If you go in without it, it'll do another thing. So that's the only reason I'm playing very easy on here. The only reason I'm playing very easy on MGS1 and MGS3. Because it's the fastest version. The time I will probably come back to MGS2 very easy is when I look to do the anthology run, which I'd like to... I'm hoping I could do the anthology run next year. That is every Metal Gear Solid game in the series. That's Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, 3, 4, Ground Zeroes, and Phantom Pain. Does it? You don't have to play Peace Walker. You don't have to play Portable Ops. That's a 9-hour speedrun. I believe Glenn was doing that this weekend. Or today. Because today's Thanksgiving, isn't it? Happy Thanksgiving to all of my American viewers, by the way. Or anyone else who celebrates. You don't have to be American to celebrate Thanksgiving. I certainly don't. But yes, happy Thanksgiving. Woo! Let's get another Thanksgiving run of a game that absolutely loves America. 3, 2, 1.
Start.
Thank you, Snake. I was a little later than I was expecting. But yes, if it weren't for running the multiple Metal Gear games where, say, it's faster to do it on the easiest difficulties, I would be running a different difficulty. The next thing I want to learn for Metal Gear Solid 2 is I want to learn European Extreme so that I can do a multiple Metal Gear run, but on the hardest difficulty. I would like to do Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 3 on... Metal Gear Solid 1 will be on Extreme, but 2 and 3 will be on European Extreme. But it'll be a while until I learn MGS2. You know, once I'm done with this trilogy, I'm done with the trilogy for a bit. I want to move on to some other Metal Gear games. I know it's hard to believe, but there are more Metal Gear games in the series than MGS 1, 2, and 3. That being said, if you'd like to weigh in on the options for the game that I learn next in the Metal Gear series, then I am all ears. You have 3 options to choose from, I've been discussing lately. Metal Gear Solid 3D Snake Eater. Or, sorry, Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater 3D. The 3DS version of Metal Gear Solid 3. That would, if I learnt that, that would include all Yoshis. That was a bit slow there. Most important shot is this one. Gotta make sure I get her in the head here. Got her. She'll probably go back. That took me 2 shots to finish her there, but got it. We stay in the greens. 7 seconds. See if we can get the... Nope, didn't get the drop. So yes, Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater 3D, 3DS version of Snake Eater. Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. Would only be Chapter 1 because that is the main speedrun that people do. People don't tend to speedrun Chapter 2 because Chapter 2 is just all over the place and does not play well for a speedrun. There's no nice, thorough line. There's like 4 or 5 different endings. So Chapter 1 is a very nice, solid, this is a good place to stop for a speedrun. Oh, excuse me. And then finally, the final option is Peace Walker. There we go. One Prozac skip into the engine room. The big advantage of learning Peace Walker is that once I've learned Peace Walker, I have another multiple Metal Gear run that I can do immediately. The other two both build towards multiple Metal Gear runs, but learning Peace Walker gets me another one complete. Obviously, Phantom Pain gets me one step closer to the anthology that I was talking about. I'd still need to learn MGS2 though. Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater 3D gets me one step closer to the Metal Gear Solid 3 trilogy, which is a run that I am going to invent when Snake Eater Delta comes out. Oh, I got the guy at the back and completely missed everyone else. Oh, nice finish though. It was good. Good finish with the with the final 3 cards. Excuse me. Oh, I just can't shift this cough at the moment. I do apologise, folks. Right, let's not screw this bit up. Oh, already screwed it up. Nearly screwed that up. Because I froze him and then didn't actually hit him. Already got the camera out, which is slightly faster. 1. Oh, no, that was bad. There we go. 2. This is going to be a slightly slow. I'm going to still finish on green, but slightly slower than normal. So probably this is still. I'll still get some time back here, but probably 7 or 8 seconds ahead. Oh, not even that. No! Ugh. That's probably the 5 seconds gone. I'm probably better off resetting. Yeah, I'm gonna reset. Because that missing that save bug, that save boss there will have also completely lost all the time. I don't want to come into plant on a red time.
Reset.
Very easy. All right, let's try this again. 3, 2, 1.
Start!
I like that I did the start.
All right, let's look at...
There we go. Doesn't matter if you get an alert from that guard. You just gotta make sure that if you do that, you roll into that stairwell nice and fast. So you don't get the guards coming in and shooting you. Zoom. Little teleport there. Oh, left side. Lovely. That's going to be a slight slowdown.
I've been with the unit since I was born. I grew up on the battlefield. Conflict and victory were my parents. The unit is my life. My
Oh, missed. Okay, at least I immediately followed that up with another headshot.
all the bad and all the good. I have no one, nothing except the unit.
Oh, what?
Nothing else matters to me.
Ugh. Four seconds behind already. Probably not worth a reset, but we'll keep going. I won't reset a tanker until I'm actually, you know, towards the end of tanker. Though accidentally going up against a wall like that doesn't help. Take out that guy. Completely ignore that guy. Lol, he missed. Ooh, slightly slow. Lovely. He's playing Era.
Verrazano Bridge checkpoint passed. All non-essential personnel report to the holds in 10 minutes' time for the scheduled briefing session with the Commandant. You are ordered to continue manning your posts until that time.
1, 2, 3.
The enemy is attacking. Stay alert, everyone.
Ammo. Bum. Right, come on. If I am gonna exit this in the green. Oh, then I missed that guard. I'll take out my frustrations on him by shooting him in the balls. I took those 3 out pretty quickly, but 7.5 seconds behind now. I just can't take out all 3 of those guards.
At the moment, every industrialized nation on the globe knows the specifications for Metal Gear. Worse yet, so do a number of robots.
That was weird.
They are all working on deploying
Oh, no.
Metal Gear
Flipping heck.
to the U.S.
Snake, respond. Snake? Snake!
Reset!
Are we on? We're okay for now. Don't need to worry about a break just yet. We're getting close. Tank plan. Oh, no, not European Extreme. I'm not ready for that yet. One day. 3, 2, 1.
Start!
All right, let's look at...
Can Nick get through the plant? Through the tanker. Can Nick get to the plant by getting through the tanker? Without going into the red. The moment I came out of Olga in the red, I should have reset. I should have known. Should have known there and then. But sometimes you just believe too hard. Thankfully, I'm not a believer. Zwing. All right, come on. Give me right side Olga. What I can do. With that time save. Oh, left side Olga. Gold split though. Wow.
I've been with the unit since I was born. I grew up on the battlefield. Conflict and victory were my parents.
Important shot. Gotcha. Come forwards. Sometimes she goes forwards. What? I don't know how those shots missed. But I'm at least in the green. That'll do. I think I get a gold split on reaching Olga. No drop. I haven't had a drop yet today. Oh. Rolled slightly too early. Oh. Pretty sure if I get Prozac get first try, I'll still be in the green. That's a nice fast change. That's all tanker is down to now is how good is my Olga? Like which version of Olga do I get and how good is it? And then do I manage to do anything with the guard rush? I do sometimes wonder if I'd actually do better with guard rush if I used the M9. Excellent. Oh, there we go. Gold split. That's how you do guard rush. Finally.
At the moment, every industrialized nation on the globe knows the specifications for Metal Gear.
And I go and immediately screw. Oh, God damn it.
Working on deploying their own Metal Gear force to compete with the U.S.'s nuclear strike capability. The world is about to see a swarm of these Metal Gear derivatives. We initiated development of Metal Gear Ray as a countermeasure to these pirated weapons forces. The only thing that can stand up to a Metal Gear.
How have I got a ration here?
Another Metal Gear. With Ray, the hundreds, if not thousands, of Metal Gears that exist all over the world are no longer a threat. The blind rush to nuclear proliferation will be contained, and it will be the Marine.
I was hoping I might. Yeah, I got the trigger for this. I've no idea whether. I actually don't think I can get at this. I haven't got full health, so my grip is worse.
Snake, what's wrong? Snake!
I finally get the best guard rush I think I've ever done, and then completely screw it up. I hope you're all enjoying just tanker over and over again. 3, 2, 1.
Start!
All right, let's look at...
Oh shit. Here we go again. Wow. Can't even get the first shot correct. Already know I'm not going to be getting gold split for getting to Olga. I'm still pretty confused how I got that in the first place. I wasn't aware I'd done anything different. Yay, right side.
I've been with the unit since I was born. I grew up on the battlefield. Conflict and victory were
Let
my
my
parents. Oh, the unit.
Headshot. Backwards here.
All the bad and all the good.
Oh, that wasn't a headshot because she was.
No one. Nothing except the unit. Nothing else matters to me.
Oh, I hate.
Reset!
Ugh. I need to blow.
What
Give
the
me a sec.
hell are you doing?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know anymore. I'm sure I had a box of tissues. I'm sure I bought new tissues today. I'm sure I bought. And now I do not know where they have. What do I do with that box of tissues? Where are they? Oh, actually, I think they're in the other room. Back in just a second. I has located the tissue. Kleenex extra large because I've got an extra large heart. Not because of the other thing. Out of your mind, you dirty buggers. Dirty. Yes. Yeah. Dirty. Right. Ugh. Still coming out the other side of this cold, but I'm so much better now. So much better. Right. The only other thing that's bugging me, I've got 2 Discord notifications. One of them is me going live. What's the other one? What's the other one? What's the other one? Oh, crikey, something board game related. Oh, the official tabletop simulator Discord server. All tabletop simulator and all DLCs are 50% off on Steam throughout the autumn sale. There you go, folks. Get on over to Steam now. Grab tabletop simulator and all the DLC. 50% off. You won't regret it. And seriously, tabletop. I can't really call for much of the DLC because there's so many free and open mods for tabletop simulator. But tabletop simulator itself is one of the best purchases you'll ever make on Steam. If you like playing board games, you want to play them online with your friends, if you have a favorite board game, chances are someone has already built it in Tabletop Simulator. There are so many games I've only ever played in Tabletop Simulator. I once did a campaign of Plague Inc. Legacy Season 1. Never actually finished it. I think we got to the final day and then we never got round to finishing it. Alright. You know what? Serious time. This shirt's coming off. I'm still waiting for it. I still don't have it. For those of you who don't know this, my Christmas present last year from Heidi was the Metal Gear Solid board game, which she pre-ordered and was originally supposed to be released in April. We are nearly at next Christmas and I still don't have it. The last we heard from the developers is it was going to be shipped out in September, and it's now November. They had supply issues with the suppliers getting the parts they needed, and it's just pushed until, as I say, at this rate, yes, at this rate, I probably will get this year's Christmas present after last year's Christmas present. I was really hoping I'd get it before Christmas. I want to stream it. When I get it, I want to stream unboxing it. And I understand that it can be played one player. Because it's a co-op game. It's all mission based. It's all missions based on Shadow Moses. I mean, the pre-order integral version as well, so it's going to have a massive model of Metal Gear X in it, which is going to be awesome. An official comic book, which I think is done by Marvel. No. Heidi keeps saying this. You can't make it this year's Christmas present as well. I still need to work out what I'm getting Heidi. I have no idea. I had a look at something that she'd hinted at, and it just doesn't exist, so she's not having that. I don't know what I'm getting her. We've already got Alex's Christmas presents. We knew what Alex's Christmas present was going to be this year, like back in June. His main present's going to be a ride-on. A Spider-Man ride-on. There's one where he can actually shuffle around on the floor on it. And then his secondary present, we got him some more Mega Blocks to train Mega Blocks. He got some Mega Blocks from my brother for his birthday, so he's getting more for Christmas from us as well. Yeah. I don't know what to get Heidi though. Any suggestions? DM me. DM me. Do not post here in this chat. Do not post on Discord. DM me with suggestions. All right. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Where's my start? Snake didn't say start. Live split started and Snake didn't say start. What the frick? Right, the shirt's off this time. We're in, like, proper... Shoot that. What was it? If I'm doing this during really, really long-a-thon, I can't reset. we do what we get given with. There are no continues, my friend. I've also got a Secret Santa with work to do. It just so happens I've got the same person I got last year. Okay, well, right side Olga. That's good start.
I've been with the unit since I was born. I grew up on the battlefield.
Right, headshot.
Victory were my parents. The unit.
There's some weird names for people.
We've shared everything.
Nice. I do much prefer it when she comes forwards like that. It's rare that it happens. That gold split. Oh, boom. Not that it's going to mean anything. I'll have ruined that shortly. Don't no drop. What? Boom. 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 Oh no, we don't get that this time. It's good to know I finally got the Prozac skip down, though. I was really starting to struggle with that. I bet now if I went back to Twin Snakes, I'd screw it up. Although, if I went back to Twin Snakes, I wouldn't have to do the first one. Because if I go back to Twin Snakes, I'm going back to Extreme.
You are ordered to continue manning your posts until that time.
1, 2, 3.
The enemy is attacking. Stay alert, everyone. Acknowledged. Reinforce Deck 2 security and stay sharp for any sign of disturbance.
Yes! Oh! Look at that! Dinner and drinks with Kojima or David Hayter? I'd probably say David Hayter because I think I'd get a better conversation out of David Hayter, language barrier and all that.
We initiated development of Metal Gear Ray as
I mean, I'd take either.
pirated weapons forces. The only thing that can stand up to a Metal Gear is, of course, another Metal Gear. With Ray,
Slightly slower, but I'll take it.
Metal Gears that exist all over the world are no longer
I mean, Kojima can speak English, but not, not extensively. If it was, I'd probably still say Hater. Because, like, what would you even talk about with Kojima?
all working on deploying their own Metal Gear.
I mean, for a start, Kojima must be sick and tired of talking about Metal Gear.
Own Metal Gear force to compete with the US's nuclear strike capability. The world is
The man has spent,
a swarm
ever since Metal Gear Solid 3, the man has been trying to get away from Metal Gear Solid. Ever since 3, he's tried to step away. And it took him so many more years. It took him nearly 10 more years to get away from Metal Gear. Whereas Hater, you can see it from all the stuff he's been doing for Delta. He is still absolutely in love. No! I freaking didn't see there's a shot of Ray, which is the trigger, and I just did not see it. Luckily, I'm 21 seconds ahead, so that will have only been a minor time loss, so we can go. But there we go. I now know, because for me at least, that's probably about as fast as I could do tanker. That's the fastest tanker I've done. I couldn't get it that much quicker. If this was a tanker-only speedrun, that would be a PB and that would be a submission to speedrun.com. Sadly, you can't submit a tanker plant tanker for tanker only because you don't get the score screen. The only way that tanker could have been much quicker is if I'd done left side Olga, and I knew how to do left side Olga properly. Yeah, as I said, David Hayter, at the very least, still absolutely loves Metal Gear and clearly would be up for talking about it. Also, the advantage with David Hayter is you could talk to him about X-Men and X-Men 2. Probably wouldn't talk to him about X-Men 3. I think he was only involved in X-Men 1 and 2. And you can talk to him about Watchmen. It's a great film. I know Zack Snyder's Watchmen film is kind of controversial and highly... It's like some people love it and some people hate it. And I know that like as a comic book adaptation, it's not particularly true. I don't know. I really like Zack Snyder's Watchmen. I think it's probably the only Zack Snyder film I like. I don't like any of his other DC films. They're all garbage. Yeah, I'd agree with that. It's not the best film, but it was like an anti-comic book film before anti-comic book films came. This is a comic book film, but it is not the kind of comic book film you're going to expect. It's not all stars and stripes and all happy fun. Everyone's a hero. Here's comic books like really grisly and horrible, and yeah, I really enjoy it. But I recognize where its faults are. Yeah, unfortunately, after that, Zack Snyder tried to do that with Batman and Superman, and it just didn't work. Heidi started watching Rebel Moon, and I was there when Heidi started watching it, and I swear to God, this is how it went down. She started it. She got to the point where the title screen came up, and the moment the title screen came up, she turned it off. Because the title screen looked so tacky and shit. At that point, she was like, no, I'm not watching this. Just, if you've got Netflix, go just watch Rebel Moon. You only have to watch it, like, I think the title turns up like 2 minutes in or something. And it is the tackiest, shittiest thing you've ever seen. Okay, so still 14 seconds ahead at Stillman. I can't remember what it was, but it's just the way the title appears is it just looks like a really shit like 70s movie. And it's supposed to be this big serious. It's supposed to be Zack Snyder's answer to Star Wars. That apparently that's what it started as. Rebel Moon was his pitch to Disney for a Star Wars movie, and they turned him down. So he rewrote the script and turned it into Rebel Moon. And as with most Zack Snyder films, if you talk to any film critic, they'll tell you that it's awful. If you talk to a Zack Snyder fan, they'll tell you it's the best thing they've ever seen. You know, don't get me wrong, I liked Man of Steel. It wasn't a great film, but I liked it. It was a good attempt at Superman. But it got really dumb. And that's it. That and of the new DCEU. So we're talking Man of Steel onwards. You know, not including, you know, I mean, none of James Gunn's DCU has come out yet. Apart from, I believe, Peacemaker is now considered canon within the new DCU. Which presumably means the Suicide Squad is as well, but maybe not. Oh, hang on, I've got a bloody bomb to defuse. I was just going to go without doing the bomb. Jeez. That's a small time loss, hopefully. I've seen Man of Steel. I've seen the first Shazam. And I've seen The Suicide Squad. I think that's it. I think that's all I've seen. I've not seen Batman v Superman. I've got Justice League on DVD. Never watched it. I've only got Justice League on DVD because I used to I've talked about this before. I used to work for the Entertainer, the toy shop in the UK, for their head office, and I once they once had a supplier day where like a bunch of different suppliers came in and, you know, talked about what's good, what new toys they're going to bring out and new stuff, and you know we'd get there'd be a representative for Disney and there'd be a representative for WWE in, and there was one time where there was presumably someone in from Warner Brothers. So they went through some DC stuff. And at one point, at the end of their presentation, they then asked a bunch of questions, and they had some free prizes to give away for people who got the correct answers right, or the first person to answer. And I stuck my hand up and got the answer right, and I got a free copy of... I had a choice of Justice League or Wonder Woman. I went with Justice League because it was newer at the time. I mean, it's always newer, but you know what I mean. But I still haven't seen Wonder Woman. Or Wonder Woman 86? Is it 86? I think it's Wonder Woman 1986. I don't know. I haven't seen Justice League. I haven't seen Batman v Superman. I've watched more videos about Batman v Superman, but I've never watched it. If anyone knows of Bob Chipman, aka Movie Bob, I've watched Movie Bob's 3-part series on Batman v Superman Really That Bad, which is a 3-hour video essay. If you take all 3 parts and put them together, is over a 3-hour plus video essay on everything that is bad about Batman v Superman. It's an incredible piece of work. But that's not to say that it's just 3 hours of watching the movie and going through and explaining all the, this bit in this scene is bad because this. It goes into, like the cultural, everything around it. I think it probably mentions 9/11 at some point, because in most American media these days, particularly anything that has conflicts involved in it, there can be some sort of trace back to 9/11. It goes into a huge amount of details about the cultural and context behind it. I'd say it is a very, very good video essay. It's just, in 3 parts and it's over 3 hours long. Back when I was working for The Entertainer, I used to sort out store orders for supplies. So when the stores needed new supplies like printer paper and labels and shit like that, I used to go into the warehouse and bag them all up and get them prepared. And that was a really good time to put YouTube videos on my phone and just listen to them on my headphones. I was in there on my own. It was dumb work that I didn't need my brain for. So yeah, I had a really good time listening to Really That Bad. Anyway, onto the DE, not the DC, the DE connecting bridge. Oh, thank you. Shame I just completely forgot to get rid of Turbo there. And I'm actually going to get through this section without having any issues. Oh. There we go. OG Happy Dude here is the final member of the Metal Gear Solid Trilogy Dream Team. When I do my Metal Gear Solid Trilogy run for really, really longathon on Thursday the 19th of December. Happy Dude will be joining me on the couch along with Blues for the Red Sun, who has also been here already this evening, and Metal Glenn Solid. It's going to be a lot of fun. Because we're going to have Metal Glenn Solid, who is an absolute powerhouse when it comes to multiple Metal Gear runs. Knows them all very, very well. Blues is very well informed on lots of stuff in the Metal Gear series. And then Happy Dude. Who knows some stuff about Metal Gear. Who's played Metal Gear. Oh, wow. That's how much time I lost in the end. Wow. We went from 21 seconds in tanker to just a few silly mistakes. Losing me that much time. Yay, she shot the lights. We've got a good fortune, though. Shoot the barrel. What is going on? She's going to have to step forwards again. I'm going to lose so much time here. Because she's completely trolling me. Oh, she's gone. Oh. Maybe not. I have lost some time. But it wasn't as much as I thought I was going to lose. Cool, so I've got to make that time back up. 21 seconds ahead. I was coming out of tanker. Well, I didn't hit that claymore, so that's good. No, you the way that fight works is you need her to you need her to destroy a certain amount of obstacles. Like boxes, lights, stuff like that. And then she'll end. So it's not so much about not getting hit, it's just about manipulating her to get the fight finished as quickly as possible. Oh, what? Oh, that was weird. I just stepped out slightly too early there. That was odd. That's going to be even further behind. Good God. I'm going to be so behind. SOCOM. Ammo. Slow. I think I needed to be a little bit closer there. Nice fast freeze. Get above him so he goes down. Fast freeze at the end there, but I was a bit all over the place there. Okay, but I pulled some time back apparently. I'm now less than a second behind. So that's something. That's certainly something. This next split, there's a lot of time save. This is where I'll get back into the green. I think the main time save with here is getting into the hall nice and quickly. The whole knock on the wall, which it took me a very, very long time to understand how that's supposed to work. Like where you're supposed to knock on the wall and how you get that guard to run over so quickly. And I could just never remember what the technique was to do it. Now it's dead easy. I don't know how it took me so long because it's really simple. We're going to call here. Zwing. Make sure I equip the AK so that this guard doesn't screw me over. We can still knock him out though. down to B2, where we get to use the claymore. Let's run down the second step. And you can only roll down one set of those stairs. If you roll down both, you are too fast, and you will get spotted by the super guards. I called them super guards because I have no idea what they're actually called. So knock here. 1, 2, 3. Turn around. That's it. So easy. It's past 10 o'clock now. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it would have been past 10 o'clock when I beat Fat Man. So we should have old beauties. Gold split. See, I told you there's a decent time save for that one. Should have old beauty. Yeah, old beauties it is. So nice and easy to find aims. There he is. Oops, went the wrong way.
Your aims, aren't you?
A little bit of time lost because it wasn't a god aims, but still pretty good. King. Zwing. Right, let's get out of here. That was nice and fast. Excellent. That's a nice way of grabbing that ammo. Grab that AK ammo. Nice. Bum. BSG1. Oh. And it's time for the run, killer. Bloody Harrier fight. I don't even want 5+1. I'm obviously 5+1 is the goal, but just a decent like 4-shot would do it. Something where the fight ends before we get into Space Invaders. That's what I call when you like the screen changes and he's in front of you. Which isn't Space Invaders at all. To me, it just kind of feels a bit like Space Invaders. Still got this hurdle. Nice. I still get that wrong. Right, let's concentrate. Okay, I only got the first 3 hits, unfortunately. I've missed that one. I'll get that one. There's 3 easy hits here. Where is he?
I'll let you go out in style.
Oh, there would have been 3 easy hits, but I... No, we're into... Bloody hell, this is slow as heck. Good gods. Really bad. Really bad, Harrier. Oh, what? Raiden, why? Oh, I nearly fell there. Yeah. Bit like that seagull that just seemed to be flying in place. Oh, hey, like, 5 more till we hit the big 400s. So this is, for those who don't know, this is the Master Collection exclusive skip. We can take control of Raiden during this cutscene. The only time this actually saves is the journey back, because when we come back into this room, the game will realize that those cutscenes haven't concluded yet. And so we'll play them again, but it does teleport. No, you can go and you can go and run around in front of her, and she does nothing. I haven't had any problems with that right analog stick flick back in ages. So yeah, when we go back up, before the elevator even arrives, the game will teleport me back, because it will go, we're back in, you haven't actually played out those scenes, let's finish them. And fire the Nikita straight away. And as long as you fire it straight away, the president is nice and out of the way. There we go. Lovely. The swim glitch you wouldn't do there, you do it at the next bit. But I'm really bad at swim glitch, so I don't bother with it. But yeah, you don't do swim glitch when you get the when you go for the Nikita. You do swim glitch on the next bit through. So I'm just really bad at it.
I took these photos.
I used to be all right on it on the PC version of Substance, but the Master Collection just doesn't work for me in the same way. On the PC version of Substance, I used to mash the D-pad to stay in the right position. It is faster. I think... I can never remember if it's 8 or 18 seconds faster. The main thing for me is swim glitch is not the thing holding me back from a PB at the moment. The thing holding me back from a PB is consistency and a decent Harrier fight. But like swim glitch, it cancels out that cutscene for one. It might actually be that swim glitch doesn't save as much time on the PC version of the Master Collection because we go by loading remove time rather than IGT. Right, vamp next. Let's not make a meal of this. And I didn't. I thought I had, but I hadn't. There we go, the second of the AK bullets that I need. Again, it's just how it is on very easy. I can't actually remember can't remember what you do with the fight on normal. You might do the same thing. The other thing with very easy is the Harrier is really the only difficult fight. Olga's really difficult to get the fastest version of, but a little bit of practice and you'll get other versions of her really easy. The two vamp fights are a joke. The Harrier is genuinely difficult to get fast times on. Solidus isn't particularly difficult. You just have to know what you're doing. As soon as you know what you're doing with Solidus, it's fine. There's just a couple of things you want to try and do to really maximize the time. There's some really important optimizations in that fight. And Metal Gear Ray is sort of similar. Metal Gear Ray, once you know how it's done, Metal Gear Rays should be super simple. Metal Gear Ray is really easy to mess up, but it's not difficult. It's not difficult. It's just if you make a slight mistake in Ray, then you're probably going to lose a bunch of time. I think that's all the bosses. Guard Rush, if you want to call Guard Rush a boss, is probably one of the harder bosses to do well, to get a decent time on. I mean, yeah, on Tengu's on higher difficulties are completely skipped. On I think it's on normal plus. I don't think you do Tengu 2 skip on easy. I know you don't do Tengu 2 skip on very easy. It's not worth it. I can't remember if you do Tengu 2 skip on easy. But yeah, on at least on normal and above, both Tengu fights are completely skipped. So on I'll have to try it someday. When I do finally come around to doing European Extreme, I should maybe do a casual playthrough of it first. The problem is I'm really bad at it. I tried. I actually started not too long ago. I thought, let's just start European Extreme, know what I know about the speedrun, and see like how far I can get. Olga was how far I could get. Olga is an absolute... Olga one-shots you on European Extreme. It's a horrible fight. I think I did it once as a kid. I wouldn't have the speed run. Sorry, I wouldn't have the speed run. I wouldn't have the patience to do it casually, probably. I'd have the patience to speed run it because that's a learning process. But to do it casually, I'd be like, well, I might as well just learn the speed run at this point. I think that will be a time save. It won't be a gold split, but that'll be a time save because I've screwed these rooms up quite a few times before. Took a slight step forwards there. I mean, I actually don't know how much different Fortune is on European Extreme. I've done her on normal, and she's not really any different to very easy. Oh, gold split. Okay. I wasn't expecting gold split. 33 seconds ahead. How am I going to screw it up this time? Good question. That's a very good question. So I think I was 12 when I first played this. I was either 12 or 13 when I first played this. The first game I got for my PS2. We borrowed a PlayStation 1 from one of my dad's workmates. He had a PS1 that he never played on, and he knew we were sort of family friends, and he knew that me and my brother would enjoy playing on it, so we borrowed it from him. He had Metal Gear Solid. And that's how I'd actually gotten into Metal Gear Solid slightly prior to that. We had a demo. A mate of mine had a PlayStation 1, and he had the demo, and we played that over and over. And then he got Metal Gear Solid 1, and we all played through it together. And then we got Metal Gear Solid 1, and that's when I fell in love with it. And that's when I became a gamer. That PlayStation 1 and playing Metal Gear Solid, that is when I became a gamer. I'd played video games before then, but not to the extent that I played them after that. So Metal Gear Solid 2 then came about because my dad decided he wanted a DVD player. And we needed a DVD player for the family because VHS was on the way out. DVD was very good and very impressive. And he thought, if he's going to get a DVD player, we might as well get a PS2 so that we can give back the PS1 that isn't ours. And then me and my brother actually have a modern, up-to-date console that we can actually play video games on. Because all of our video game consoles, apart from our Game Boy Colors we got for Christmas one year, all of our video game consoles up until that point had been second-hand and really old. Like, we got a Nintendo NES, and then a Sega Mega Drive, which I still have both of those. They're here in this house. So we bought a PS2. Or rather, my parents bought a PS2. We got it from Curry's, Drake House in Sheffield. And my dad got the deal where he got three. We got the game. Sorry, we got the PS2. 3 games. He forked out for an extra controller, and he forked out for a DVD remote. The 3 games we got, the games that were available, the first game me and my brother immediately said was Metal Gear Solid 2. I know that I was under 15 at the time because Metal Gear Solid 2 is a 15. And when we said it, the guy that was sort of doing the sale with us said to my parents, "This game is a 15. Is that going to be okay?" And they were like, "Yeah, it's fine." Because they knew that we played Metal Gear Solid 1. They knew that we were sensible with video games. You know, my parents never had any issues with me playing older video games because I was always very sensible. I was a very sensible child. I barely got into trouble. And, you know, I was able to differentiate. You know, if I saw Snake kill someone in the game, I didn't then immediately think, I want a handgun so that I could shoot someone in real life. Yeah, we didn't practice what we saw in the video games. We were banned from watching Power Rangers as little children because we started play fighting, though. But yeah, we were always very sensible with games. We got that. We got Fireblade, which is a helicopter game, which I've never beaten the first act or chapter or whatever you want to call it, because it was a stealth mission, like 3 or 4 missions in, that seemed impossible. Never got past it. And then we just got V-Rally 3. I did kick a girl up the butt at school once because she was being a bitch. And this was before I'd kind of started to properly understand boys shouldn't hit girls. Boys and girls are treated differently when it comes to that kind of stuff. I was like, okay. She was asking. So yeah, I would have been. I think I was probably 13. This was in Sheffield. I moved to Sheffield when I was 12. So I think I would have been 13 when we got the PS2. I don't imagine we'd have started on very easy. Oh, by the way, 13. I'm now 35. So we are talking 22 years ago. That's how long I've been playing this game. I still have that PS2 as well. Can you see it? You can see it. You can see it. That PS2 that I first got 22 years ago is right here. It's my brother's not a particularly big gamer. He does have a PS5. But he's much more of a casual gamer, so he was never fussed about keeping old consoles and stuff. And my parents don't care. They don't. The only computer, let's say it's computer rather than game console, that my parents still have, I would like off of them at some point, is they've got an Amstrad CPC 464, which I would like to try and get off. I mean, when they die and we clear out their house, if I haven't got it by then, I'll have it then. So I'd like to think that we didn't just start with very easy. I mean, we had MGS2 PAL, with the PAL version of MGS2. I don't know if very easy is on the PAL version.
Listen, I'll free you in a little while.
I could be wrong. I'd like to think maybe it is on every version. Obviously European Extreme first came to the PAL version, so yeah, very easy would definitely have been. Oh, wrong way. would definitely have been on the PAL version. Am I saying? I'd like to say I'd like to think we started on easy rather than very easy. I'd like to think we started on normally these days. If I play a brand new game, I'll start on normal. I'll start on whatever the Oh, hey. Hey, Cosmic.
I had a couple of miles to go. I looked up and saw a glowing orange object in the sky to the east.
As not. Have you deliberately? Because this is the first time we've reached this section during the whole evening. Have you been saving that this entire time? You must have been getting pretty pissed off that I've been resetting all this time. I think I'm stood in the right place this time. Yes, I am. Good. I lost 3 seconds. I think that 3-second loss is down to me accidentally going the wrong way when I first got off the pad. Yeah, they are actually. I'm getting another drink. Right, I definitely swung my sword. I'm stood up against the door. I'm pretty sure you don't have to be up against the door. He needs scissors, but we've got a sword. Wait for it. Right. Oh yeah, I remember the first time. Scary as heck. Like, what the hell's going on? I mean, if you played Metal Gear Solid 1, you kind of, like, Psycho Mantis had kind of prepared you for that. But if you've not played Metal Gear Solid 1, I mean, even then, I'd played Metal Gear Solid 1, I still wasn't quite sure what the hell was going on. I do remember nearly taking it seriously. I do remember nearly going to turn the game console off, thinking I had to. Little did we know it wouldn't be until Metal Gear Solid 3 where you had to where turning the game console off actually did do something. Here's me talk about the end, of course. Oh, that 3 in quick succession. I just couldn't do anything about the last one. Oh, that one jumped out straight away. Cool. Apparently I lost a bit of time in Tengu's 1. How did I lose time in Tengu's 1? Tengu's 1 was perfect.
Not a bad idea, though.
Turn off the console for AI kernel that deletes your save.
To retire Solid Snake's brother. S3 stands for Solid Snake Simulation. It's a development program to artificially reproduce Solid Snake.
It's funny how we talk about like the meta-ness of Metal Gear Solid 2, but it really doesn't go that far. Yeah, when you compare it to other meta games, you know, like Nier Automata, Undertale, Pony Island. Oh my god, Pony Island.
I've made use of you,
There's a game to look at speedrunning. Pony Island.
Snake's sudden appearance, your arrival. It was obvious the
I bet that's a weird speedrun.
I had to smoke out the agent before the mission entered the final phase. You came in handy.
That's bait. Yeah.
Jack.
Wait for it. There it is. Never misses a beat.
Split between life and death. You ran from it, and now you've been led back to war by something less than me.
Raise. I missed the first one. I missed shooting the first. I missed the first one. Was too slow.
GW, the Arsenal AI is
Oh yeah, I remember playing this as a kid. It's like I got some of this. I'll squeeze the answers out of you instead, my son. I love. As much as we talk about how good the line as bait is, that line probably is better. Just the veracity. And the fact at this point they've fully embraced the fact that Solidus isn't Raiden's biological father. That's the only thing with him. He's his adoptive father. He's not Raiden's biological father. Solid Snake is not Raiden's uncle. Biologically. Dr. Octagonicus. Right, best fight in the game. I did not mean to switch, but we'll go with it. Doesn't make any difference. Oh, I screwed up and... I don't know why I pushed square, but as I say, it doesn't actually make any difference. Damage-wise. Whether you do lethal or non-lethal. Pretty sure I need to get up here. Oh, slow. He went for a really slow combo. Oh, what? It gave me the elbow to finish, though. It's a PB! 31-second PB! We did it!
Of course.
We finally did it!
I remember now. Today is the day I met you.
Oh. Oh. And even that was still, there was still so many problems with that run. Like, Harrier was still really bad. Solidus wasn't that great. I lost some time there. I lost 10 seconds on Solidus. Raze I lost some time on. There was a lot of stuff going on there. This run could easily get a lot lower. But I've been after a PB. We got it. We got the PB. I am going to mute the audio because this, sadly... And 400 Elis! And we hit 400 Elis as the run comes to a close. Fantastic. Right, I've got to be careful, though. The run's not over. The run isn't over yet. There is a set of cutscenes towards the end of the credits, and the final phone call can all be skipped. I do have to make sure that I go back and change it. What does that actually do for me? So this is a 31-second PB. So that's going to be a 1:04:21.
Yeah,
Probably.
we did it.
Yeah, we did it. We got a PB and 400 Elis. So what's that actually do for me on the leaderboard? Is this even worth uploading and submitting? I have a new follower on Blue Sky as well. Sorry that you guys can't hear the music. It is a lovely piece. It's not my favorite ending theme, but it is a lovely piece. It's probably the nicest. And every other ending theme, or most other ending themes, are very, really pomp, and they're either really, sort of big and bold, or they're, like thinking Metal Gear Solid 3, Way to Fall is a very somber, a very sad and somber piece. MGS4, Here's to You is another very sad and somber. Here's to You is a song all about the last executions of a I can't remember which country it is. But yeah, very, very sad and somber song. And I think The Best Is Yet to Come, even though the name of the song is quite upbeat, The Best Is Yet to Come is kind of a somber song as well. It's, it's very sort of moody, whereas this is the only one that I can think of that's actually like really uplifting without being over the top, without being sort of really sort of military. And my favorite ending theme is actually Portable Ops, which is Here's not Here's to You. I can't even remember the name of my favorite. I can't even remember the name of my favorite one. What the freaking heck's the name of Portable Ops? Calling to the Night by Natasha Farrow. There we go. I always remember it as Calling to the Night by Natasha Farrow. I always remember that it's Natasha Farrow. Yeah, Calling to the Night is one. I love it. It's my favorite piece of ending theme. Peace Walker is very similar with that one. That one's got a weird name because it's Japanese and it's really anime and over the top. I can't actually remember what Metal Gear Heaven's Divide, yeah. Wait, Heaven's Divide. Oh wait, Peace Walker's got two. Peace Walker's got Heaven's Divide and the other one. Anyway, I was going to have a look at what this does for me on the leaderboard. I think I can alt tab out during the credits, but I'm not going to. Love Deterrence. That's the anime one that I was thinking. There is a non-anime version of Love Deterrence. It's very good. It's very good. There's a fantastic mashup of Love Deterrence and We Are Number One from Lazy Town on YouTube that I love. I actually, whenever I hear Love Deterrence, I have to sing along with Lazy Town's We Are Number One. speedrun.com/MGS2HD. Oh, no, I do not want to boost this game. Any percent PC. Very easy. I am currently 7th with a 104.52. See down there. This is going to be a 104.31, which does put me up one spot to 6th. I will go up to 6th with this, so it is worth submitting this because I will go up to 6th. 103.58 is what I need to beat for top 5, and I can definitely do that. If I have a decent Harrier fight, I can definitely get sub 104 with a decent Harrier fight and just cutting out some of those mistakes. A world record is a 101.30. That can fuck right off. Not a chance in hell am I ever getting that. I think I could get sub 104, but that's it. I don't see me doing any better than that. I just don't like this game enough. I'm still got a couple of I've still got a couple of runs on here outstanding. I did get a message from Aerodram saying they are planning on doing them this week. I've still got a Metal Gear 2 run and a Metal Gear Duology run that are pending on speedrun.com. There is also Swim Glitch. Swim Glitch would also then save me a bunch more time. But none of that. It's gonna be a heck of a lot to get me even further down. But I say I just don't care enough about this run to really hash at it. There are plenty of other things I'd like to do with my time. But that's it. I am comfortable in saying that I'm done with Metal Gear Solid 2 for the time being. Obviously, I've got to do it for the trilogy for really, really long-a-thon, and I'm going to do it for my own Pentalogy run. But I will, once they're done, I'm happy to leave Metal Gear Solid 2 behind until I come back to it to learn European Extreme. This will do for now. Thank Christ. I mean, my sum of best is my sum of best will need fixing. That won't be 100% accurate. My sum of best claims to be 101.55, which is only like 25 seconds behind world record. As I say, there's still that won't be 100% accurate. Other things that I can think of that I know that I haven't learned that would save time is left side Olga would be a time save. We're coming up to the we are now at the bit where I need to skip. I think I just skip with X. I don't think I have to skip with start. We should see Metal Gear Solid 2 logo. Yep. And I'll stop holding X when... There we go. 106.59 on the IGT. A 104.21. Oh, I said 31. I thought it was going to be... My math's wrong. I'm pretty sure I said 31. Oh, well, I'm well clear in 6th place. Yay! So yes, as I say, 106.59 on the IGT. You can see that on the bottom live split timer, because I have an IGT one as well. But for the PC version of the Master Collection, we go by loading remove time, because the IGT includes all loads. So if you've got a really fast computer like mine, you'll have really fast loads. If you've got a really slow computer, you'll have really slow loads, and loading remove time means it's fairer across everyone. So yeah, 104.21, nice, strong, comfortable 6th place, and I can finally put this bloody run to bed. Thank God. Well, if you've been watching the VOD on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed watching it. I hope this has been fun, watching me kill myself over this freaking game. Go check out some of my other more impressive... If you want to see me do an impressive Metal Gear Solid 2 run, I do have the former world record of tanker blindfolded on very easy. I still hold the easy world record. You go check those out on my YouTube channel. I don't think I have anything else of MGS2 that's actually particularly impressive. Not really. There's nothing. I once held the world record in tanker only for the HD collection. That was back because I did the run on my Xbox Series S and no one before had done it on the... This was before the PC version came out. I did it on the Xbox Series S, and before that, the only console anyone had used was the PS3. And the Xbox Series S has really, really much faster loader times. That was world record for like a day, I think, until someone better than me went, oh, yeah, we should probably look at that. Yeah. I have much better speedruns on much better games for me. Go check out some MGS2. That's better. Yeah. Thank you very much for watching the VODs. I'll see you in other videos. Bye. That just clears out the VOD. Oh dear. Oh, I can rest. Oh, I can finally rest. I can finally chill out. Take a chill pill. Oh dear. What? Oh, I should be a good night's sleep time. We're not done yet. I got another hour of streaming yet before we're done. So we'll leave it to a vote over the break what you want to see me do next. We're not going to do any other Metal Gear. I'm not doing Metal Gear Solid 2 again. This run could still be better. I can definitely get sub 104. I cannot be asked. I'm done. I'm done for now. Leave me the fuck alone, Metal Gear Solid 2. Hey, I just don't like Metal Gear Solid 2 as a speedrun. I love the game. Don't get me wrong. I love Metal Gear Solid 2 to bits. It is easily one of the best games on the PlayStation 2. It is an absolutely incredible story that was way ahead of it. When we all know that Metal Gear Solid kind of plays ahead of its time. It's always sort of thinking about what could be coming down the line, and we see loads of examples of that in the series. Metal Gear Solid 2 is the absolute epitome of it. You know, the way that it delves into things like AI and essentially fake news and controlling the truth, controlling media, controlling people's thoughts. It's so relevant today. It's incredible. Kojima was so ahead of its time. And it's an incredible story. But as a speedrun, I just think it's a bit boring. Because not a lot, particularly, I'd say I do feel that when I come back to learn European Extreme, I'm going to love this game again as a speedrun. But for very easy, I just don't see how there are speedrunners out there who only do this. There are speedrunners out there who they don't only do that. They do dabble with other stuff, but the main thing they do over and over again, or at least it was when there were when I was back in MGSR, who just do this run over and over and over again. I don't know how. I mean, I've never been that good at grinding one run out anyway. You don't see me with very many top places on leaderboards because I'm not the Metal Gear Solid 2 guy. You know, I don't tend to grind out runs. Once I've learned a run and I've done it and I feel like, yeah, I think I've got a good grasp of this now, I might put it into some marathons if I think it's worthy. But outside of that, I don't like grinding. I don't like doing the same thing over and over and over. It has to be something really special. It has to be keratin related for me to want to run it over and over and over again. And Metal Gear Solid 2 just doesn't scratch that itch for me. It's tricky. Twin Snakes did for a while. MGS3 still does. I will quite happily play MGS3 any day of the week. Variety is the spice of life. As much as I've established myself as a Metal Gear runner, I do sort of see myself more as a Metal Gear variety runner. I like the variety. This is why I like the multiple Metal Gear runs. It gives me the opportunity to do lots of different ones all at the same time. I have a reason to. Yeah, there are so many, a lot of speedruns, what they'll do is they will hone in on one game. They will run it like hell until they've got world record or got close as possible. And then move on. I hit stuff thick and fast. You know, I've got speedruns where at the moment I have got a run that I feel is good enough for speedrun.com, Boom, I'm done. I'm out. Choo Choo Charles didn't stick around for. Pokemon Green didn't stick around for. Originally Metal Gear 2. Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake. Until I came back to it for this, I didn't stick around for Metal Gear 2. Yeah, that's a good point. I can think of loads of songs where I listened to them like constantly when they first came out. And then eventually I was just like, oh, this is boring now. Ghost Babel was a one and done. I submitted one run for Ghost Babel and never submitted again. I just couldn't get my head around Ghost Babel. Good game. Love the game. But the speedrun's just awkward. Very awkward speedrun. I didn't stick around for Zone of the Enders very much. I would like to play Zone of the Enders 2, though. Yeah, more Kojima-adjacent games. I'm not speedrunning Death Stranding. I will never speedrun Death Stranding. That is too much. Too much. I did my time. I learned to speedrun Survive. That's my cross to bear. Did that even look close to me following it? Probably not. Right, we're going to take a break. When I come back from the break for the last hour, you've got a choice. You have a choice of 2 games, 2 speedruns that I could do. I'm not going to put a vote. I just want to, if you have an opinion, pop it in the chat. I will either do another run of my latest speedrun, which is Flashback, The Quest for Identity, which is a Sega Mega Drive, so Sega Genesis speedrun. It's about both runs that I'm planning here are about 20 to 25 minutes. So I can do that, or I can finally try and get a Switch version of Mini Ghost done. So I'm the world record holder for Mini Ghost on PC. As of this week, I've now opened up the Mini Ghost speedrun.com leaderboards because I'm also the super mod for them because I'm the only bugger that plays the game. To do it for the recently released Switch version and also for the MSX version that was originally released just after the PC version. But I don't think anyone's ever going to submit to that. But I was updating the leaderboards. It was easy enough to add MSX as a category as well. But there was a recently released Switch version. The big difference between the Switch version and Steam version, outside of the graphics, it got a complete overhaul of graphics, but the gameplay is identical, except it's got built-in turbo, which is a lot slower than the turbo that we can achieve using Steam input. And as such, it's a much harder speedrun. Therefore, it needed to have its own category. I still haven't got a Switch run complete. I will do a Switch run of Mini Ghost or Flashback. I've got a PB of Flashback that I'm kind of satisfied with, but it still had some problems. Well, I'll see what anyone else says. You've got until I get back from the break to have your input. I'll see you all in a couple of minutes. Alrighty, folks, welcome back. Yes, we're gonna play MGS Mini Ghost Switch. Love it. This is gonna take a little bit of time to set up, so I thought we'd at least have a chat whilst I do it. Righty, welcome back, everybody. So yeah, as I said, this is gonna take a moment to get set up. Because I wasn't really planning on it. should have thought about it. For a start, I've got to do a brand new live split for this, because this is it's now 16:9. It didn't used to be 16:9. It used to be old mini ghost was oh, I can't get there. The screen does say no video. Yes. Would help if I turned the switch on. Hopefully this works. Yay, it worked straight away. That was nice. Right, hang on. This is where I've got to start doing some stuff. So I've got my 8-bit dough plugged in. It's been a while since I've used it. So the advantage of the 8-bit dough that I've got is it's just an adapter for the Switch that you can connect any Bluetooth controller to. There we go. Now my DualSense controls Mini Ghost. The advantage of the DualSense controller, and this is why I would highly recommend a DualSense controller for anyone speedrunning, is that this is now connected via Bluetooth to my 8-bit dough that's plugged into my Switch. This is how I plug it into my computer. It is now plugged into both. I can control Mini Ghost, and you see my controller inputs. It's so simple. Now, the buttons are wrong. I can tell you already the buttons are wrong because I'm using a laser when I shouldn't be using a laser. Right. As I say, they're still going to take a little bit of fixing because I still need to. I need to edit the splits. I need to clear history, clear times, because we've got a brand new Switch. We don't want the auto splitter. Don't want the Mini Ghost layout because I'm going to have a new layout. Additional info, platform Switch, category any %. That'll do. Let's have that title go across 2 lines. There we go. That looks better. And I just need to make it a little wider. I think that's right. I can't see very well. Full screen. We just go into a full screen projector for a moment. That looks all right. In fact, I think I had that bang on. That'll do. That should be fine. Ah! There's a giant Eli on my screen. What happened on Tuesday? Just read the new trailer. Tuesday, I had 2 runs of Metal Gear Solid 2 that that were okay. They were about as good as the one that I finally got, but both died to really dumb shit. But I think both pretty much died in Arsenal Gears Ascending : The first one, I wasn't stood far enough north to get Rose's phone call, and the second one, I was apparently stood too far south for after you've done the sword swing for it to move on. After that, I really couldn't. I was a bit ill. I couldn't be bothered to do another run, so we just decided to play through Snake Tales instead. And the game crashed. OBS crashed. I got an encoding error, and I couldn't restart the stream. And at that point, it was only like 10:15. And at that point, I was just like, you know what? Let's just leave it. It was horrible. It was so bad. I have no idea how it got so bad, but it did. Right. Compare against real time. That's what we're on. Right. Save layout as mini ghosts. Mini ghost switch. Right, that's set up. The only other thing is I just need to go to the game capture and add a crop filter for the Switch. Oh, actually, no, I probably don't need to add a crop filter to the Switch. Whoops, that also just I pushed the PlayStation button to open up the Switch menu, and that also opened Steam on my computer. I hate Steam sometimes. Right, let me swap over to my HDMI 2. No. I also have to play the game on my own TV. There we go. One or more controllers have user-defined buttons. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to, but I can't hear anything. And also, I know the buttons are wrong. I need to change them. TV output, adjust screen size. There we go. Because when I play this on my TV downstairs, I have to make it smaller. This one does have. Yeah, I swapped select. Yeah, this is correct. A and B and B and A the other way around. That's how it should be, but that wasn't doing what I wanted it to do in game. Also, I haven't actually got any sound yet. That should be sound. Is that on monitor and output? It doesn't sound like it's on monitor and output. No, capture card is on monitor and output. I believe you guys can hear this. You can hear me. You can hear me tinkering around the. Why am I on limited RGB range? Don't know. That's a good question. Why am I on? I should just be on automatic. I don't know why I was. Okay, you guys can hear it. I can't. For some bizarre reason. Because I then have the way I listen to my Switch is through OBS. I have an OBS play it back to me. And I can't hear it. It's on monitor and output. It's on monitor and output, and I have my output device set to the correct device. I always find monitoring audio through OBS to have problems like this. I'm going to change my mic. Capture stream, monitor and output. I'm going to change my mic to be monitor and output. Yeah, I can hear. I turn my mic to monitor and output, and I can hear it. I hear my mic. So why is my capture stream? I'm going to turn monitor off and turn it back on again. Oh, I just needed to turn it on. Sometimes it's the easiest solution. You just turn it off and on again. Oh yeah, and well, we can. Right, we are ready to go now. You get to see a bit of my Switch. Oh, I had not set this up on my vertical stream. Whoops. I forgot I'd not said, rather than try and fix the vertical stream now. No, I can fix the vertical stream. I remember when I did the vertical stream stuff, I didn't set up my capture card on it because I didn't feel like I needed to. No, that's gonna take even more time. I'm gonna end the vertical stream for now. So if you're watching on the vertical stream, thank you very much for watching. If you want to continue watching the stream, please go check. I've got my YouTube horizontal stream, or you can go and watch me on Twitch. I wasn't expecting to be doing capture card stuff this soon. So bye, vertical.